Hello, everybody. This is William Del Pilar, and this is a Points on the Board clip where today I am bringing you an update. Blake Lively's mean girl tactics backfire in love lost lawsuit drama. All of this is alleged. I better put that in for the legal aficionados. So, this is an update. Justin Baldoni has filed a $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and others following Lively's accusations of sexual harassment. For those of you who have been living in a hole, here are the characters at play. There is Lively on the left, the guy who probably most of you aren't familiar with, and obviously the beloved Ryan Reynolds, and the mean girl Blake Lively on the bottom right. So this is a tangled web, my friends. They had a joint project it entered with us, and it turned into a high-stakes legal drama. Now, real quick, we're going to briefly talk about it in a moment. But the Ends With Us movie has been a big hit. And you're talking sequel down the road. So this is truly a high-stakes legal drama, because the odds of these two being able to work with one another again is probably slim to none. Yet it's the undercard guy here, the lesser-known guy, Justin Baldoni, who owns the rights to the books. So this started out with Lively's allegations accusing Baldoni of sexual harassment, leading to a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department. Baldoni responded. He denied the claims. He is countersuing Lively, Reynolds, and the New York Times, which was the first lawsuit, for perceived collusion in creating a one-sided hit piece. That's the Times. This case obviously reveals Hollywood's power struggles, personal conflicts, and the fight for public perception. So let's unravel the feud and explore this complex legal and personal dispute. So details of the Baldoni's lawsuit: accusations against Lively and Reynolds, civil extortion, defamation, invasion of privacy, breach of implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing, intentional interference with contractual relations. They're going for it all, and this was expected. They've got a pit bull. Baldoni has a pit bull defending them, and they have completely taken Lively and exposed Reynolds for being a mean girl guy out in the public, and they're unraveling and struggling, and they're throwing everything at the side of the barn, hoping something sticks. So in essence, Baldoni's claims accuses Lively and Reynolds of defamation and career sabotage through false allegations of harassment. So what's the background? Again, we're going to go to the background here. Lively's initial complaint, it was filed in December 2023, alleging harassment, retaliation, emotional distress, and negligence by Baldoni and Jamie Heath. I think that's his partner, business partner. An all-hands meeting occurred on January 4th, 2024. This was while filming the movie. It was aimed to resolve issues, but failed, escalating the conflict. Previously successful collaboration between the two, Lively and Baldoni, makes the current allegation somewhat surprising. We'll get into that too. Obviously, this has potential career implications for both. The loser will probably be ostracized, even if Lively is riding the coattails of Ryan Reynolds. No studio is going to want to touch a mean girl like her who's going to abuse the power, and they'll find some excuse. And let's be honest, Reynolds has had some hits that have been outstanding, but he's pretty much riding his Deadpool character to greater heights and using that coattail effect to get other movies. But he's smart. He picks movies, but they all haven't been big hits. And some of his streaming ones have been terrible. So he's got to be careful himself. So Baldoni's counterclaims after Lively's initial complaint, again, I'm repeating myself again, but it's important here. He rejected any accusations of misconduct. He suggested Lively's accusations are an attempt to fix her public image, and claims Lively and Reynolds pressured for a public confession from Baldoni and Wayfarer Productions regarding Lively's behavior. In essence, they wanted to prepare a statement for Baldoni to admit responsibility for Lively's mean girl behavior on set. Additional accusations and defenses. Lively's defense is centers around ensuring safety and respect, and Baldoni's witnesses plan to use character testimonies. So Lively's defense is she wanted a safe environment and to be respected. And Baldoni's witnesses are going to sit there and show character testimonies in terms of how she acted, what really happened, and what kind of person Baldoni is. The suit against the New York Times is for defamation due to one-sided reporting. Baldoni's evidence against Lively's claims have, well, let me backtrack. In the New York Times, it was Lively's team arguing that everything was Baldoni's fault. He was just a vile, evil person. And Baldoni countered that, and yet she's saying, well, the evidence he's showing supports her allegations. And that's not true. Whether the evidence has been textual comments, video, all of it supports Baldoni. And most individuals, analysts, and the public, when they see it, they're like, yeah, this kind of weakens Lively's case, regardless of what she's trying to say. But what this boils down to is both sides are using the media strategically, with Baldoni doing a better job. Obviously, court dates and showing up in court and what we hear there will alter the narrative. Lively's team accuses Baldoni of manipulating public opinion, which is ironic considering the initial New York Times article lacked Baldoni's perspective, his side, which raised concerns about fairness, and Lively manipulating the media to gain public support. So she's a hypocrite. So this has become a bit of a personal vendetta. Here's where the part gets juicy. It's seen by many as stemming from personal issues or a past relationship. It's like there's more emotional weight here, suggesting this is a personal conflict. And online discussions hint or speculate at a past romantic involvement or personal struggles with one another. Well, and you see this, I see this. My first question was like, damn, this sounds like a woman scorned, is what it sounds like. Or a woman were chicka down, down. And maybe the hubby found out. So she's got to go all out against Baldoni here. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying that's what it sounds like. But he came. Let me take the kid gloves off. Bam, bam, bam. And down. She's down. Lively's down. But she's not out. Her trainer, Reynolds, is picking her up. And they're going at it. Back and forth now. There has been significant social media and traditional media response to this story. And what started out as a Lively having the support of the media, Baldoni's strategy is swaying opinions. Well, it's not a strategy when you show the whole video and all the text in actual full context. It's called the truth in terms of what I've seen. So Baldoni's team has effectively used the full context of the newsletter to sway most people to side with him because we see it as the truth. Many users now see Baldoni's side more favorably. So what are the industry implications? Well, Lively has tried to use the Me Too movement, being the victim. In fact, she has said, well, Baldoni can't react. He can't come out with his side because I'm the victim. I'm a woman that's sexual harassment. That's what she's saying. She's actually trying to say that. What this actually has shown is we need serious investigations and not to make automatic assumptions. As I've always said, this is more validation of how the Me Too movement has been misused, has been politicized. You got to look at the evidence over the accusation. Follow the evidence, not just what the accuser says. It's also power dynamics. Lively's using her coattail effect of being married to Ryan Reynolds to really influence her power over a project. And if I didn't mention it, it's a $400 million lawsuit against the two. And that underscores the severity of the claims. And this can obviously influence future industry practices regarding allegations versus what actually happens. His agency dropped him, talent agency. I haven't confirmed it, but I heard on Megyn Kelly, Great podcast. You should check her out. Almost as good as mine. I'm kidding. She talked about and said, I believe she said that Ryan Reynolds is also on the same agency, or I read it somewhere. Which, did he use his influence to get them to drop? Meaning they side with Lively, not because of Lively, but because they're also representing Ryan Reynolds. And he said, I'm out of here if you don't drop him. And all that will come out in court through subpoenas, through witnesses, etc., etc. So at the end, what we're looking here is Justin Baldoni is fervently fighting back against Blake Lively's allegations. And obviously the $400 million lawsuit shows he means business. And having Brian Friedman as his lawyer shows he's not messing around. He's one of Hollywood's top litigators with a one-loss track record that puts Cochran and Kardashian of OJ fame to shame. Now public opinion is increasingly viewing Lively's claims as weak, as lies, as mistruths. And they're wondering, is she a woman scorned? Not a victim, but a woman scorned. The potential involvement and abuse of Ryan Reynolds' influence adds layers to the complexity of this saga, making it unclear how this legal battle will ultimately unfold. Because you know good and well his agent is saying, bro, we got to figure this out because we can't have you, everyone's ticket meal, taking a hit here. So we'll keep you updated as new developments emerge in this high-profile Hollywood feud. But understand this, the latest news is that $400 million lawsuit, and it's a blockbuster because the evidence that's been attached to it in full context is blowing the Lively camp out of the water. This is not a shot across the bow. This is a shot that has landed on target. I am William Del Pilar. You can find this clip and others like it at grumblingsmedia.com. Do not forget to like and share this clip and subscribe to our YouTube and Rumble channel, as well as Apple, Spotify, y Pandora, or one of them at least, under the profile handle Grumblings Media. Until next time, my friends, this is William Del Pilar for the Red, White, and Rude, and I bid you adieu.
Hey everybody, this is Big John from Grumblings Media, and I just want to say thank you for watching our content. If you want to support our efforts here at Grumblings Media, just smash the subscribe button right here, totally free, or just go ahead and consume more of our great content. Click either one of these two boxes.